The following stream has been approved for all puzzle audiences by the puzzle general community.
Welcome to the show, everyone. I am FoxyMan, and I'm joined here by Dark Aries.
What's up, Familiata?
So, sorry for the technical difficulties, but we are here to bring you... we are here to bring you... to bring you what we've all been waiting for, the Pokemon Puzzle League Speedrun Tournament 2020 Winners Finals. There were two competitors who have yet to lose in the winners side of this bracket, and they have come to play today to see who will get sent to losers to face one of the greatest players in this tournament, and who will continue to grand finals with a leg up in the grand finals match.
Yes, that is very accurate in how things are going. If you take a look at the title of the actual stream itself, and if you're watching on YouTube later down the road, it's probably the title of the video. We have our number 1 seed, Cards of the Heart, versus number 2 seed, TaymanND.
And yeah, I guess before moving forward, do you have any opening thoughts that you want to discuss as far as what this match means?
Well, I would think that, a winner's final is pretty self-explanatory. That I could talk for probably an essay, but, those 2 words basically cover everything I want to say, so.
All right, well, for all of you out there who are not as familiar with how this game works, we are going to bring you a tutorial video from the number 1 seed, the player you'll be seeing today, Cards of the Heart. So let's figure out how this game works, although we're all still going to be figuring that out for a while before we get started here.
Pokemon Puzzle League is a match 3
Okay, so
puzzle
this
league
should have
first
all the
released
audio
for the
mute.
Nintendo 64 on September 25th, 2000 in North America and March 2nd, 2001 in Europe. It was re-released on the Nintendo Wii Virtual Console in both regions in May 2008. It is a match 3 puzzle game in that if you match at least 3 of the same panel either horizontally or vertically, the panels will disappear. To win, however, you need to do more than just simply match 3 at a time. You need to make combos and chains to not only prevent your gradually rising stack from reaching the top of your playfield for a time, but also to send garbage to your opponent to make their stack reach the top of their playfield. You make combos by matching more than 3 panels in a row at the same time. They don't keep your stack from rising for very long, but they do send small garbage to your opponent that can prove to be very disruptive. You make chains by linking sets of 3 or more matches together. Make a set of panels disappear, and then have the panels immediately above them fall into another match. Not only does this keep your stack from rising for a longer period of time, but it will make thicker garbage blocks that will be more effective at actually filling out your opponent's stack to the top. If your stack reaches the top of your playfield and the game tries to break your stack through the top, you lose. So you want to avoid this at all costs and force it on your opponent as much as possible. To beat these computer opponents, you'll have to either make sure that they run out of time while their stack is completely topped off, send so much garbage to your opponent so they can no longer make a move, or send garbage to your opponent in such a way so that they think that they can no longer make a move. Hard mode contains 15 stages, and V-Hard and S-Hard have 16. In this tournament, players will be racing through those stages to get to the end as fast as they can. The first player to defeat the final opponent wins the race. The first player to win 3 races wins the match. Best of luck to all of our players.
And we are back. So here on the screen we are showing the bracket of how we got here so far. and we can see that being in the winners finals as we are now, the path shows Cards of the Heart and TaymanND just ripping through the bracket. So Cards of the Heart started off with a 3-0 victory over I Like Being Smart, followed by a 3-0 victory over Ty, whereas TaymanND on the other side of the bracket started with a 3-0 victory in V Hard over Lightning, and then in S Hard, possibly the match of the tournament so far, he took a 3-2 victory over FFR Pro. And if anyone has not checked that match out yet, definitely go check the YouTube because it is one for the books.
Yeah, and then whoever wins this will move on. The loser is then going to have to get bumped out into loser's bracket, where they will be against, well, a certain somebody here. If we were sitting together, would you be on my left or on my right?
Definitely on the left.
Pick a side. On the left. So the person to my left here is who they would be up against, and potentially they can either bounce themselves back up to winners, or the player commentator to my left here would be bounced up. We'll have to see how that one goes here, but it's going to be very interesting, these essentially 2-3 rounds that we kind of have going left, right, left, right, left.
Yeah, and the thing to note and what kind of makes this match so important is the winner here will start the grand finals match at a 1-0 lead, and all of our games are best of 5 or first to 3. So the winner in this match will start grand finals with a 1-0 lead and only have to win 2 in order to take the whole tournament, where whoever comes from the loser side will have to win 3. So really, if you look at the odds of who's going to win the tournament, the winner of this match is super important, because that 1-0 lead in grand finals really makes a big difference in what can get pulled off. So with that, let's look at how these competitors got here. So as we can see on the left is the very impressive resume of Cards of the Heart. So coming in, he was the second qualifier. He got a first place in the hard with a world record run, but he was second in both V Hard and S Hard categories to none other than TaymanND, who is on our right. And I will note the correction that TaymanND's first place qualifying time in S Hard was the world record at the time, but as we have seen, that was lost to FFR Pro in a stunning race. But yes, both of these players have impressive times, both in qualifying, their personal bests all around. They have very established resumes that almost speak for themselves.
Yeah, both these players have been in the scene for a while. Kind of veterans. I believe Cards has been around a little bit more than Tay, but realistically, they've been, I mean, it was so long ago that I don't even really consider it to be that much of a distance or a reasonable length of time. They've both been here since basically the start. And yeah, things can get pretty intense here, so.
So I guess, who do you think has the edge, if any, if either of the player? How do you think this match is going to go?
So it's kind of interesting here. Cards has been a Cards was a top player for a long while. Not that he still isn't, but there was a moment in time where kind of TaymanND came from the back, just slingshotted his way kind of into the world record territory there. So I feel if TaymanND puts his mind to it, he can definitely take all of this. But Cards is also Cards of the Heart. You know, he's gonna flip over that Yu-Gi-Oh card and boom, you know, have a Mewtwo win. That's easy peasy. So we'll kind of see how it goes. It's really hard to say which way it can go, because the RNG will also be huge out of their hands when it comes to certain portions. I know it's like a lot of gibberish here. Just deal with me for a second. What I'm trying to get at is that it's going to be tough to place, but if I have to put a favorite in, I I think it would be poetic if Cards won this right now because he made these beautiful layouts. So I just got to give him the bonus for it. That's my reasoning. Tayman, I'm sorry.
Very interesting. Yeah, I guess I'm really excited for this match, and the main reason why is that I know both of these players have been grinding a lot and trying to figure out if there is any secrets, if there are any tricks on how to kind of perfect this mode. And I think Cards of the Heart has been around for a long time, but Tayman, he's got some special sauce or something that he's figured out of how to consistently get times that are in the 20 to 25 minute range, which if he's able to pull off today will be super impressive. And Cards of the Heart, on the other hand, he has his own set of skills that are great at this game in general, but I don't think he's optimized maybe as hard as much as Tayman has. And so it may really be a clash of styles, but with the amount of RNG, this can go any way you could imagine. But if I had to put my money on it, I'd probably go with Tayman in a Game 5 3-2 situation. But it's gonna be really tough, and I'm just curious how well the loser is gonna play, because I'll end up facing them in the next round, and I don't even want to think about that right now because it's gonna be scary no matter what.
Yeah, this is why I don't play.
Anyways, without further ado, let us get into the match. So we are here and ready, just getting ready to go now. It seems that Tayman is all set up, ready to go, and Cards of the Heart is just grinding a couple more matches or opponents before starting. But it looks like we are all set up here. So I will just let the players know that we're ready to start any second, and we are about to be off to start this winners finals.
Heck yeah.
All right, a little bit of technical difficulties there, but I think the commentators are back here. Okay, So, sorry again for delays, but hopefully moving forward, everything will be running much smoother. So,
Yeah, I've been, you know, we're doing some stuff here. We're letting you get really tense into the moment right now, you know, just let the edge of the game kind of reach everyone first.
but yeah, just to start off, we see Cards of the Heart taking the early lead and TaymanND struggling a little bit here on Gary. You definitely don't want to start with a 2-minute plus Gary. But really, kind of the way it feels like when you're playing the game is as soon as you're out of Gary, then you're off for the races. So it'll be interesting to see how does Tayman respond once he's able to finally close this out.
Oh, there he is. He just got onto stage 2 here. So Cards, you know, has a little bit of a lead right now. Now that I've confirmed that the audio balance is all good. Yay for being technical. I mean,
Wait.
early game is always kind of weird, right? So
Wait, actually, what happened? Tayman is on Gary again.
wait, huh?
Did Tayman actually die there?
I missed it, so I'm not sure. That would be really weird. Oh, chat is telling us he did. Oh, come on, Tayman. See, this is why I rooted for Cards instead. Who does this? You know, giving us heart attacks at the beginning of the thing. Yo, I lost to Gary. What up, fam? Come on, Tay. You can do better than this. You can do better than this.
But yeah, Cards of the Heart only with a 1-stage lead here to start off, which if we've seen anything from the S-Hard mode so far, it's that no lead is safe. And yeah, even if you get up to about 3-4 stages, I wouldn't even consider that a safe lead, and anything can happen really at any point.
I'm gonna remind chat here that we do have a salt emote. It's a beautiful emote. Oh, did he? What is Tayman doing? I am so flipping confused right now. Resetting on stage 2. This is not a good start for him. If you have to do reset strats this early on multiple times, you are on a tilt, my friend. But it looks like Cards also reset on stage 3, so I feel like the nerves of this being the first round of the winner's final is truly getting to them.
This does look like a good kill for Tayman, and so we are back to even. So both players on Misty here, and yeah, just to kind of go over what we're seeing here, both of these players are going to be resetting quite a bit. The main idea is that in order to optimize the chance of a kill, like we just saw on Cards of the Heart screen, there's a very particular setup, sometimes even known as like the S-Hard setup, where you start with the double 4 combo, which is 2 4 combos right next to each other to start off your chain. And if you do that, it sends 2 garbage blocks, 3 wide on each side. And what that does is, because the AI are programmed to clear the lowest garbage block, this will actually make it really annoying for them, where they'll keep kind of lowering their blocks, trying to clear things out until they are left in a position that they've kind of either run out of moves, at least in order to clear the lowest garbage block, or they're in a situation where they run out of what's called stop time. And so stop time just means how much time, how many frames do you have before the game considers you fully, I don't want to say dead, but fully out of the running in the match. And so the stop time kills are actually what the opponents, players might be going for a lot more in the first half of the mode, but then as we get into the later parts of the S-Hard match, we'll see a lot less of the stop time kills, and they'll have to rely on what are called either force kills or combo kills, which we'll get into that a little bit more later.
Oh, looking at Card's screen there right now, he definitely went ham on the amount of combo blocks right there, as there were 4 kind of stuck up there. So it kind of worked against the whole strategy, quote unquote, because as soon as the opponent would do a clear on it, it wouldn't separate or do anything like that. So you got to be careful when you do those things. If you look on TaymanND's side right now, you could see that the little combo block broke apart. It fell down. Now he gets a win. Easy peasy. Look at that.
And yeah, as we said before, no lead is safe. We are back to both players being on stage 5 around 7 minutes into this race. So still, despite the number of resets you might see, still not a bad pace by any stretch of the imagination, although a little behind what both of them are probably wanting in this race today.
Okay, things are going good so far for the both of them. I do realize right now that TaymanND is doing the basic block strategy while Cards is doing the Pokemon block strategy. It has literally nothing to do with how they're playing except for what they're more comfortable with visually. It's just always something fun to note. Oh, we had a little bit of second tier there on Card's side. Didn't actually do anything, but it was there. And the reset.
So Erica with some strange pillars on TaymanND's side. Gonna see if he can get the kill here. Unfortunately, there are a lot of blues. And Erica's going to clear that. But on Card's side, this looks set up for a nice kill on Erica to take the
That's it.
one
Yep.
stage lead.
You'll see that the opponent there, what they did was they kept dragging their cursor up and down and up and down. And that's the whole goal there, to confuse them to the point where they run out of stop time. And we'll probably be seeing more of that, and I'll probably be pointing out more of it. But that's what we're looking for here.
We get a kill
Nine.
on each side for Cards of the Heart and TaymanND, where Cards of the Heart is going to maintain his one-stage lead.
It was really funny though, both of them had a 19-second clear. It's just different stage numbers. This would be, as they call it, toe-to-toe. Not really. If they were stage tied, it would probably be more closer toe-to-toe. But still.
Yeah, so something to look out for if you're a viewer right now is...
Ooh, 19 seconds again.
Yeah, that's a
Sorry.
good time. But yeah, something to look out if you're the viewer is just getting an idea of how long each of the players are trying to extend their chains. And it's not always true that longer chains are better, but longer chains give you more opportunities to kind of catch the opponent off guard in a weird block arrangement. And so generally, if both players are playing well, they'll kind of keep chaining until their opponent's blocks look like they're in a very strange situation. So this could mean pillars, where you have kind of blocks on both sides that are high up and kind of awkward to clear, and the opponents will need to level out the stack in order to get anything going. Or you'll have a situation where one of the sides are extremely low, hopefully 2 layers or less, in a way that the opponent won't be able to find a clear on the lowest garbage block, which, if everything's lined up correctly, should be a 4 combo, 3 wide garbage block.
So it looks like both of them are having a little bit of trouble on Sabrina right now, the stage 7. Generally, people don't have too much of an issue till later, but again, since both these players have had kind of rough starts, they're definitely not in their regular grooves at the moment. but we'll probably round that out after this. Once all the kind of first round jitters are over, they'll be able to relax, and it's going to get very, 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 very interesting once they get in their grooves.
And yeah, just to give a rough idea of what these competitors are probably looking for as far as times go, in the first half, I usually think of times in either you get kind of an 8-minute time, which means 1 minute per stage, and that's really great and kind of means you're on pace for sub 20 or so minute run. Maybe more what we'll see throughout and what we're about to see here is about 12 minutes in the first 8 stages. And that means you have about a minute and a half per stage, which means about 1 reset on average per stage. And so just as I say that, Cards of the Heart leaving Blaine on stage 8 just at 12 minutes. So this is kind of what I'd expect as we're progressing throughout these matches. But again, if you see 8-minute first halves, you can tell they're playing really well and getting at least possibly some good luck as well. And if they go down to maybe 15 minutes or more, that's how you know that they're probably struggling in a way that's not just because of the bull crap of the game, but maybe they're playing badly as well.
So Cards just got another quote-unquote quick clear there. 21 seconds. You'll see again, Tracy got confused because that combo garbage dropped and they didn't know what to do with it. So Cards is getting a little bit of a groove here. It's been working out for him. The same strategy did not work for TaymanND right there, as the opponent just did a clear, and that's going to be a reset strat.
Cards messing up his chain a little bit there, but it looks like Rocket may have cleared enough if he can get a follow-up. Unfortunate.
Very disappointing right there. Yeah, on TaymanND's side as well. Oh, it might be it. There we go. He lucked out right there. I was kind of worried for him a little bit because he was starting to make that massive well there with the left and right hand most pillars. That was going to be... It's really annoying when you're stuck with that because you cannot raise the stack. You have to manually drop those little pillars down to level it out so then you can stack up again. A lot of time being wasted. But the fact that he managed to get that the kill in there, you know, a little bit of icing on the cake there. He doesn't have to worry about that.
And yeah, you see here, Tracy is not cooperating on TaymanND's side whatsoever. Started just raising the stack instead of continuing the chain, doing it again. And TaymanND is looking, just praying, went out to a 16 chain, trying to get the opening that he's looking for. And this might actually be a stop time kill, if not a... unfortunate.
Oh. I thought Tracy was going to clear there with the star blocks, but they went for the green on the other side, and in good old AI fashion, they knew that they had enough time to do that there, or at least attempt it, so... Cards with a reset as well. So it's really interesting how Cards has the lead right now, but they're both kind of just hampered on the fact that they cannot get these quick kills here, and neither of them want to wait. If we remember the last match that I actually commentated, which was I Like Being Smart. I forget who was also playing, but I remember it was I Like Being Smart, and the thing that caught her was that she did one and she refused to reset. So I think it went on for like 8 minutes or something ridiculous like that. And it has essentially brought her so far back. She realized every single time after that, no, reset, 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 because there was just so much time being wasted and she did not want to repeat that. It looks like both of these players here understand that they can fall into that trap, so they would rather play it safe and just reset. And it worked for Cards because now he just cleared it off with 38 seconds.
Yeah, unfortunately, Team Rocket did not see the second tier up there. So when I say second tier, I mean... Uh-oh.
Is that a hard reset strat right there that we see?
Was that intentional?
I think it was. I honestly think that Tayman wanted to just completely clear the RNG that's been going on right now.
Yeah, so what I can think of why TaymanND's going for that, so you might have seen a couple times he went out to time 16 or longer, which essentially means the AI is just not cooperating whatsoever, because it's saying the AI will not chain far enough in order to give you an opening that ends up in a quick kill. So doing the hard reset, I don't think there's anything proven about this, but the idea is that after a hard reset you get the good RNG back and are able to get these quick kills, but actually it looks like it'll pay off for him here. And yeah, despite the maybe like 40 or so seconds lost from the hard reset, he gets the kill on Tracy to bring this back to only a 1 stage difference.
Tayman had so much free time that he wanted to confirm in the Twitch chat that his hard reset strat did indeed work. What an absolute legend right there.
Another thing to note is I believe that both of these competitors are following each other's streams as they're watching this race. So they're both probably completely aware of where the other person is and what they need to do, how they need to continue playing in order to kind of make the most of their lead or lack thereof. And so Tayman, seeing he was only 1 or 2 stages behind, kind of resetting the whole system kind of is a mental reset as much as anything else, and saying, look, you may only be a little bit ahead, but if I can get a mental reset, then I think I can come back and kind of win this, hopefully convincingly in TaymanND's case.
All right, so if we actually look at card sides right now, we'll see that both of them had that little bit of a crazy well going on here. Okay, so Giovanni did clear off that garbage, but that might be it, as there's nothing you can do there. Physically impossible. Oh, he realized it. My hyperbole did not work. That is a commentator's curse right there.
Oh no, that was terrible for CardsOfTheHeart. It looked like he managed to get lucky to where Giovanni didn't have a clear at the bottom of the screen, but unfortunately on the second tier it automatically fell in a way that cleared all the blocks.
Yeah, that's a reset right there. Giovanni was just being Gio right there. But Tayman is actually still on Rocket, so Cards does have a little bit of a lead there. He probably is breathing a little bit easier if he is watching kind of the feeds right now, knowing that he still is ahead. But you'll notice here actually right now that Tayman was only 1 block away from hitting the top there right now. That is kind of the mark of truly knowing the game itself. If he went 1 over, he probably would have topped out and died right there, but he knew to only go that high. Other players who aren't as confident in their skill set will not go that high, as they cannot trust themselves to not top out, which not clear enough there. The higher your stack is, the more pieces you do have, and the more options you will have available, so...
So yeah, a bad sign on Card's sign right now, aside from the junk that Giovanni is doing, Cards has kind of dropped a few chains early, and that's exactly the kind of thing that will happen to you where kind of your play starts falling apart a little bit after the opponents are kind of being extra annoying, and that like even right there, that is not when he wanted to drop that against Giovanni, and maybe it'll work out, but no, it doesn't look like it will.
On the other side, though, we did see that TaymanND has now reached the Giovanni stage, stage 11. Finally got past that Team Rocket there. They blasted off away. So we'll see if he can take the lead now with the stages being tied up again.
Tay in the chat saying, how is this still close? Not understanding how he has not lost the lead, but in fact now he gains the lead, and he is able to go to Richie into the Elite Four quicker than, into the Puzzle Elite at least, quicker than Cards of the Heart. So Card's really struggling on Giovanni right here, but Gio's giving him a really good opening if he clears this and has the right block arrangement. And that's just a classic combo kill.
TaymanND is just flexing on the stream right now. He wants to prove to everyone that he can play the play and he can chat the chat. You know, multitasker extraordinaire. And then Cards is like, no. Take Can outdo me. I'm in the chat too. Don't try to outdo me. These players are now playing the game, and they're playing the game. That's the true mark right there, you know.
Yeah, and I want to point out that these players, I would say they have a little bit of a rivalry going in this tournament. We see them here, winner side, seeds 1 and 2 of this tournament, and pretty much throughout they have been the favorites to take this tournament. TaymanND maybe slightly favored just because he was the former world record holder at the beginning of this tournament. But Cards of the Heart has won every single Pokemon Puzzle League tournament hosted by Puzzle General so far. So he's been the player to watch this whole tournament.
Yeah, the thing about getting the world record is that, you know, if you play long enough and you are good enough, you will get a world record in this game. However, there is a thing called... I don't want to say deviations. I'm trying to put this into math terms that TaymanND enjoys statistically. You know, if you have a very large deviation of times there, you know, you start getting into all this statistical stuff with standard deviations and all that stuff. When it comes to a tournament, you are going to be less likely to win compared to somebody who might not have the world record, but is very consistent in their times. I'm sure there's terminology for this. I can't remember anything from my 8 a.m. statistical classes in university, so I'm just going to have to live with it, folks.
Yeah, and one of the storylines coming in today actually is that Cards of the Heart had the better average time in his S-Hard races so far, but I think TaymanND described exactly what you're talking about right before. He described this as saying that you really can't make any conclusions from a sample size of 3, which is how many S-Hard matches Cards of the Heart has played so far. So TaymanND is trying to say that while Cards may have the lower average for now, he doesn't think that will stay by the end of this race today.
These players are playing 4D chess, let me tell you. Oh, that's a reset from Tay right there.
Oh no! Cards got the horizontal 6 on Bruno, which literally means nothing other than that Bruno got a horizontal 6 clear, and he was just maybe a couple frames away from topping off Bruno and able to get the kill. But yeah, that was definitely a one more line situation, and this is another thing that TaymanND and Cards have talked about of, for some reason, if the computer gets a horizontal 6 combo, they think that...
It happened. It happened. Sorry to cut you off, but it happened. Tay is now in the lead, going on to Gary.
So actually, TaymanND probably feels pretty comfortable right now because people know that TaymanND might... People might know that TaymanND always says Mewtwo is free, but Gary is the second closest thing to being free compared to Mewtwo, and although Gary's not being very cooperative here, in general, I feel like TaymanND is pretty confident when it comes to Gary and Mewtwo.
Cards might be getting on to Gary himself there. Bruno was trying to find his inner nature. Do not know why I decided to go Southern accent there. Don't question me. But Cards is now also on to Gary.
And so we are all tied up here, and they both probably know it. And this is going to come down to the wire. Gary looking pretty good on TaymanND's side. And it should be good. There are no clears left for Gary to make. So TaymanND, game 1, going into Mewtwo first. Will Mewtwo be free?
That's a very good question. Black Friday is coming up.
Oh my gosh, and Cards of the Heart going into Mewtwo just a little bit later. This is going to come down to the wire. This could be a gap of less than 15 seconds or so. This is wild.
Oh boy.
TaymanND drops his chain. Oh, this is good on TaymanND's side. And he, sure enough, gets the W. Oh my gosh. This is wild. The official times are in. Photo finish at the finish line. TaymanND with a 27-minute 57 seconds, and Cards of the Heart with 28 minutes and 2 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, this is winners finals. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's how do I put this into words that both players will understand? Y'all need to calm down. And I know they're watching this, so they better hear me. Hey man, I am like a grandpa here. You don't get to do this to me, okay? I'll tell you to calm down, you whippersnapper. Just, just wait. I'm gonna run over to you with my cane. It'll take about 2 days, but I'll do it.
Congratulations, you've won.
All
I
right.
do believe that TaymanND gets the first official Pokeball.
I will update that as soon as possible. So this will be a Pokeball for player 2 to start things off. Kapow. We're there.
It's beautiful. Every single time. It's beautiful. I just shed a tear.
So I guess it looks like TaymanND and Cards of the Heart are ready to jump into it pretty quickly here. And yeah, they should be starting any second now. And we talked a lot about variance, and this game has a lot of variance. And the fact that this came down to just 5 seconds is absolutely wild.
Yes, it is definitely super intense that they were kind of close for the whole time. And we are off. Card's got that little bit of a bounce going on in his stack there right now, but it's just, he knows what he's doing. Now going in for those clears there.
My mistake. The times are backwards indeed. I will fix that.
Don't worry, fam. If they're gonna play it the exact same way they played last time, you got 28 minutes to fix it. Don't worry. They're still resetting on Gary 1 here. You take your time. Be like the Shuckle. Shuckle's not in Pokemon Puzzle League, but you know, just do a little Shuckle truffle. Swap the times. Ooh, that's unfortunate right there, where Cards did manage to drop that little combo there, but Gary just immediately cleared it off, so we'll kind of see if this continues, but it might be a reset strat coming up here. As I say that, Tayman actually decides to do a little bit of a reset.
One thing that I find a bit interesting is Cards of the Heart before this tournament actually, I'm pretty sure, didn't believe in resetting on Gary 1. He was convinced that Gary 1 is just too annoying and slow enough that just playing them out usually will do better than resetting and trying it over and over again, whereas Tayman, on the other hand, firmly believes that you should go for the stop time kill every single time, maybe not every single time, but most times on Gary 1 and just hope to get the quick kill and reset if you don't get it. So it seems that maybe in the battle of strategies, Cards of the Heart may be showing that he actually agrees more with Tayman on how to proceed in Gary 1 than he originally thought.
Cards might just also want to be spicy.
And yeah,
Change things up.
that's a situation. He had a large garbage block on Gary 1, and that was going to take quite a bit of time to clear. So he's saying, I'm just gonna reset, not worry about waiting for garbage, and see what Gary will give me next time. And as I say that, Tayman finishes Gary 1 in not the time he's looking for, but 3 minutes, and he definitely is looking at Cards' screen and saying, look, I'm just happy I'm out of Gary 1 first.
Things are going, but I don't know how it's going to work out for Tayman here. At the moment, Brock was like, oh, well, there you go. Brock is just blind. It's like, nah, fam. I'm not going to clear that. Why would I do that? Aw, that's unfortunate for Cards right there. Gary was kind of slow on the swap, but did manage to get it in time.
And yeah, I talked about how Cards before this tournament believed firmly in not resetting on Gary 1, and he's probably unfortunately questioning himself right now, which is never a good situation to be in, of did I make the right decision by following Tayman's lead and going for these resets on Gary 1, or should I have just stuck to my guns and just let it run out? And another reset. Oh my gosh, I can hear the cries of Tetris Attacker reminiscing from his match the other day where he had a 10-minute Gary 1. But yeah, hopefully it does not come down to this and we can get a real match going where both of these players are out of the void of Gary 1 and able to get back to what I think of as kind of more the normal part of S-Hard.
Oh, Tayman was a little aggressive right there. He went for a 10 chain. This might be it for Gary 1 on Card's side. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Gary would not have been smart enough to get those leaf blocks there in time. So Cards is now, you know, a little bit of sigh relief going on to Brock. While Tayman's probably hearing the cries of being a poor baby.
And yeah, Brock is a little bit better than Gary 1, but really until you're out of Brock, you're really not, at least I don't really feel comfortable in S-Hard until I'm out of Brock. Once I'm on Misty, I feel like I kind of know what I'm doing, but before then, I'm usually just frustrated, and Cards has got to be frustrated right now.
Oh, that was kind of interesting there. On card side, the AI managed to miss both times of clearing the garbage, but finally got it on the third time. They are running out of blocks here, so no, and Cards decide I'm just gonna reset on that anyways. It's getting too close for comfort.
And now that TaymanND has the patent pending 2-stage lead, I am going to switch over to his audio, and hopefully there are no problems with that, but we will be listening to TaymanND's side of the screen as he continues on Lieutenant Surge, while unfortunately CardsOfTheHeart is still in Gary/Brock purgatory.
Yeah, we can probably bring up the jams on TaymanND's audio a little bit there. Let the chat groove more into the music. You know, listen to those sweet, sweet taunts from the AI. While I say that, Cards did manage to beat Brock. He is going on to Misty here. If TaymanND continues to need to reset on this stage 4. Oh, no, he actually manages to get in right as I say that. I think he's just reading my mind. Going on to the stage 5 here. It's going to prepare to battle.
Give up? Way to go! Give up? I'm gonna win! I'm gonna win!
Oh, is chat saying there's an echo chamber?
Oh, no. Why
That
is
would
there an
mean,
echo?
that would mean that TaymanND is probably streaming the stream audio.
Oh, that might be the case.
We might have to switch back to the
Yeah, maybe I'll
soundtrack of
switch.
Cards of the Heart.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and switch back to Cards and see if we can figure out this at a later time.
It's okay. We're touching that radio dial for you. You don't have to move a thing, chat. Really hope we didn't mess up TaymanND's kind of coordination there if he's been listening to us this whole time, all of a sudden having an echo chamber of like whoa 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 whoa.
And Erica looking really good on TaymanND's side, and that is going to be the kill that he was hoping for. And yeah, TaymanND's probably not very happy with how this run is going for him, even though he's ahead right now, just because 10 minutes coming out of Erica and into Koga is still not what CardsOfTheHeart and TaymanND have been really looking for in their practice runs, and what they're probably thinking they need to win in these races here. As I say that, CardsOfTheHeart even slower, just coming out of Misty in 10 minutes. But hoping to kind of bring this closer now. TaymanND only with the patent pending 2-stage lead that we all know is never going to be safe.
Yeah, the thing is, at any point in time, you know, these players can pull a Tokyo Drift and kind of just, you know, just win out of nowhere. Just get ahead. By the way, if you have not watched, is it Tokyo Drift? No, that's the Fast and Furious movie. What am I thinking of? Initial D. That's what I'm thinking of. Where all of a sudden the main character just like uses his elite skills to just get into the lead without you even knowing. That happens in this game. Just without the fancy cars. No Hachigorokus over here. Or 86s if you watch with the dub. Can you imagine if this game had a dub and sub option? That would be crazy for the time.
That would be...
Oh,
Oh no, Tayman was very close, but not quite there.
TaymanND does have a little bit of a second tier, but he can't do anything with it yet. Now it's gone.
Cards has literally... Oh my gosh, I was gonna say literally the perfect setup, but unfortunately Lieutenant Surge finds the vertical clear next to the blocks that really he shouldn't be looking for, but it might pay off in the end. I feel like I commentator cursed Cards of the Heart, and then
Oh,
Lieutenant Surge was
it
like,
worked
nah,
out.
it's okay.
We're good. We're good. We're good. Also, just to kind of continue on in the chat, don't think people were that into subs back in. I mean, maybe not, but anybody who had a copy of Goemon's Mystical Adventure, you know they were headbanging to the Impact song, and that was in subs. So there were dozens of us, okay? Literal dozens. You get a cookie if you get that reference. Alright, on card side, they did clear off that combo garbage, but... Oh,
And Koga has no room. Oh no, I spoke too soon. Okay, Tayman
that's
gets the
unlucky
stop
right
time
there.
kill, but he had a one more line situation where unfortunately Koga got a horizontal clear, but ended up running out of stop time.
See, this stage is always weird to me, the Sabrina stage. I can't remember how old Sabrina's supposed to be in the anime, but that doesn't even really matter. The fact that they made her line play with me in this game is just like, you really couldn't have picked a better line.
Yeah, shout out to all of the sound effects in this game, and they are all just one of the reasons that I think so many people enjoyed this game when they first picked it up. Other than the fact that it's Pokemon and Pokemon's great, but yeah, every single one of them has something that makes you uncomfortable, just makes you something, and that's why we love this game.
I mean, yeah, the anime Sabrina was definitely kind of a creepier character for sure. You know, she turned her parents into little ghost dolls or whatever. And Ash had to go into a scary castle to get a ghost Pokemon to beat the psychic Pokemon. Which I don't even think that's how the elemental damage works in the game. But whatever. It's an anime. Apparently you can charge up Pikachu to beat Nonix. It's okay. I didn't try that when I had my own copy of the game. Totally did not. Totally didn't spend hours trying to do it. No.
Oh my gosh, that is not supposed to happen on Tayman's side of the screen.
Oh, yeah, that... The AI, it's learning. It's not actually, but it might be. That is a nice 9 clear, though, from the AI side. Not that it actually helped, as they still lost at 46 seconds, but it looked really cool.
Yeah, in the last match, I did say that really what they were hoping for was 8 minutes in the first half. We'll probably see a lot more kind of 12-minute times in the first half, but here they're both at 16 minutes and neither are out of the first half. But what matters in this race and in this tournament is not who has the faster times necessarily, but who is able to get the faster times when it matters. And we've seen that time and time again, that average race times are not as important as whoever just wins the race. And TaymanND sticking with that 2-stage lead, he's going to hope to hold on to that even as both he and CardsOfTheHeart are struggling quite a bit in this race so far.
Do you choose to battle me?
Ooh, that's a nice 5 clear that TaymanND got while doing that chain there. Wasn't cool enough though, because he had to reset. Ooh. Things are kind of tough on Card's side right now, but he can probably get out of this. He didn't choose to, but I'm sure he could have. Actually, those scenarios are kind of interesting. So, when you are a weaker player, such as myself, you generally rely on drop chaining. So what that means is when you are sent garbage, you will clear it because the garbage will turn into blocks, and then you will align your blocks to create a chain. When you are a weaker player, this actually works out really well because you essentially get to turn the garbage that you're sent back at the opponent. And as long as you can do it in a fast enough and consistent manner, the opponent is essentially causing their own demise. That is obviously not the most optimal strat, but it does get you kind of looking for where to create those chains. And if you have enough blocks, you can actually stagger them to do a 2, a 3, and a 4, and a 5, all on one line of garbage. So it's a little bit of an interesting strat, but most of the time stronger players do grow out of it if they do start to rely on it. Oh, this might be it for Tay right there. Yeah, that's 19. The magic number of this stream, 19. Going on to stage 10.
This might be good on Card's side. Oh, unfortunately finds the yellows in the last second. But yeah, one of the problems with trying to kind of create garbage from the opponent's garbage itself is just the fact that garbage takes a long time to clear, and one of the reasons for that is the fact that the S-Hard mode, I believe, is played on level 4 difficulty, and the higher the level of difficulty, the faster the garbage tends to clear, which means that on this level 4 difficulty, if you're sitting around waiting for garbage, you are not doing too much, and that's going to really slow you down in a situation where you might as well just reset in a lot of scenarios. And that is a fortunate set of clears that the AI had on TaymanND's screen, and you can see that was a huge chain block sent over.
Okay. Cards is doing a little bit of catch up right now, going on to stage 9, while Tay just got onto Giovanni, stage 11. The ball has been moving.
It doesn't seem like Cards is able to get out of this 2-stage lead for TaymanND's scenario. So he's going to have to kind of go on a run that's quicker than TaymanND's run so far in order to make this interesting.
Not a lot of blocks on TaymanND's side. He is going to have to rely on the drop chaining that I was talking about a bit there. Or not, you know? as Giovanni is just like, I don't know what to do. Right as that happens, Cards actually goes on to Team Rocket, so Cards is picking up the pace.
But unfortunately, still at that two-stage lead for Tayman, which he's gonna be happy with for now. But we all know it's not gonna be fully safe.
That was unfortunate right there with the almost instant clearing of that combo garbage on Card's side. Tay again, a little bit low on blocks, but yeah, that's a reset. Double reset.
Yeah, it's almost like they're in lockstep, just two stages apart.
Can we get the triple reset and the quadra reset and then like the rampage and all the Unreal Tournament sounds? Oh, there it is. The triple reset. Ah, that was unfortunate on Card's side. Team Rocket just got it.
Unclear. Oh, actually, with that clearing of the reds, Tayman is looking to extend this lead to 3 stages now. And I know we say that no lead is safe, but 3 stages this late in the game. Oh, as I say, Cards takes it back to 2 stages.
Yeah, Cards was like, no, not happening. That's illegal. No 3 stages. We're going down to 2. That's the allowed speed limit. This might work for Tay. It's not like Lorelei has a lot of blocks and she is spending them all, but nope. He almost instantly knew. He reset that as soon as she cleared that.
That is something to watch for. Tayman is the type of player who will reset about as quickly as you can imagine, whereas typically Cards of the Heart will try to play it out a little bit longer. But yeah, we'll see if that comes into play at all moving forward, because really it's a bit surprising, but the difference in how long it takes you to reset can really matter once you're resetting quite a number of times in these runs. So the difference can be, are you doing extra 15 seconds every time before the resets, or are you resetting immediately? And when you have kind of games that are being decided by 5 seconds, that super matters.
Throughout all of this, TaymanND did manage to keep a 3-stage lead now, so we'll see if Cards can speed right back up to him. It's a little bit unfortunate on Card's side where Giovanni managed to level out his stack and just clear both of those combo garbages at once. He is really low, so no, not enough. He did manage to be smart enough to clear that.
Fortunately for Tayman, Bruno is just going to keep chaining on the right side, even though Tayman kind of had to cut that chain a little earlier than he would have liked, but Bruno threw him a bone, and Tayman is now going to be taking a 4-stage lead as he goes into Gary, which, as I mentioned last time, he is confident when it comes to Gary and when it comes to Mewtwo. So he's got to be feeling pretty good that he's staring down the barrel of possibly going up 2-0 in this set.
We have seen comebacks, though, where it's been like person leads and then, you know, ties up and wins it all. At least I'm pretty sure we have. Now I gotta fact check this crap. Why did I do this to myself? Tayman is going on to Mewtwo, though.
With a 5-stage lead. And honestly, what I'm hoping for more than anything else right now is for Tayman to drop this chain, do something bad, and end up having to reset on Mewtwo, which we've been talking about this whole tournament, as Tayman swears that resetting on Mewtwo is the best strategy. And it's looking like we might see it. I'm going to put my money on it. If he doesn't get the quick kill here, I think he will reset on Mewtwo. But unfortunately, it looks like Mewtwo is going to be free, and this will be an easy kill.
Yeah,
And
Chad
indeed
has to remember that his excuse, if he gets pulled over for speeding at this point with a 5-stage lead, he'll just be like, no. It's only like 27-ish minutes. That's not a calm down, officer.
And the official time for Tayman will be a 26:52, which I'll point out, this is not what he thought he was going to need to win these matches, but whatever gets the win, and he's going to take it, and he's going to feel good with a 2-0 lead going into the rest of this. Really, he's going to be thinking probably pretty soon about what Grand Finals is going to be like, and he's going to be feeling good if he can clutch this out and win one of the next 3 matches to get that kind of lead going for the rest of the tournament.
Oh, that was a not fun reset for Cards right there, where he got topped out. And I see in chat there was a fun fact pointed out by resident FFR Pro 21 that Cards had not lost a single game coming into this match.
That's actually pretty surprising. I know at least two different occasions come into mind, and there are probably more. The first being I Like Being Smart was very close to taking a game off of him in the V-Hard match they had against each other. And then Ty, actually in their first S-Hard match, was super close to taking off a game from Cards of the Heart, but was stuck on Gary 2 for quite a while as Cards came back from Richie, I believe. So speaking of that, we've seen Cards of the Heart clutch these out time and time again. So I know Tayman's probably feeling good about this going up 2-0 in this match right now, but if anyone's going to clutch this out, it is definitely Cards of the Heart.
Yeah, and the one thing to kind of realize is that if either one of these players ends up losing and going into loser's bracket, they have the potential of jumping right back up for a rematch. So it's tough to say. They do have to go up against somebody. Might stop it. You don't know yet. We'll have to see when it happens live. But that potential is there.
Unfortunately, Tayman is kind of ruining his luck for Gary 1 on the later runs by playing Gary 1 now, but as we see that, he's just practicing on the right side there. But Cards of the Heart, another reset on Lorelei, just really struggling with these later stages, which really I tend to think of the later in the race you get, if you're playing well, there should be less variance in how often you're able to find the quick kill. So this has got to be a little tough for Cards right now, just knowing that he's not able to clutch this out. And again, he drops his chain, and unless Lorelei does something crazy, this is not going to be successful. But Lorelei
You
indeed
say
does
that.
something crazy and ruins all of her blocks.
Alright, so he is going, he is going. And I mean, TaymanND's just trying to practice 48 hours a day. It's just what it is. He saw some crazy violinists on YouTube, and it's like, practice 48 hours a day. And he's like, I can do that too, just for Puzzle League. It's how you become the best there ever was.
Yeah, so for all you Malcolm Gladwell fans out there, I guess he popularized the idea about 10,000 hours to become the expert at something. I'm kind of curious, has anyone hit the 10,000 hour mark for Pokemon Puzzle League? And if not, who has put in the most hours of all the people in this tournament when it comes to Pokemon Puzzle League?
That is a really good question. A lot of the top tier players have been playing essentially since the game has come out. So I don't know if they would have reached 10,000 hours, because I mean, one day has 24, then you can do a bunch of math times 7 to get a week, and then times 52 to get a year's worth. So I don't know if they would have gotten a 10,000 hours, but they are definitely in the thousands.
Yeah, and you can't even really just think about Pokemon Puzzle League, but with Tetris Attack and some other games in the series, there are so many opportunities to play this game. And I know that, for example, Cards of the Heart has held so many world records in so many different categories of variations of this game. I don't know, it makes me wonder if Cards of the Heart is winning this race of who has the most hours in this game. But maybe that's not paying off for him, as he's on Gary 2, not able to get this. This should be a quick reset, and it is.
Yeah, there's also to take into account hours just casually played versus hours where you actually want to practice. I know when it comes to musicians, there's a difference between just like casually playing the things you know, and then using that time to actually learn newer and harder or interesting things to actually improve upon, not just kind of get in the rhythm of it there. So it's a science, man. Oh, this is looking good for Cards. Yeah, that would do it.
And we have our second Mewtwo coming up for this game. Unfortunately, Cards of the Heart is a bit behind Tayman, unlike the last game where he was only about 5 seconds behind Tayman, but hopefully he's able to clutch this out and gain some confidence in order to go into this Game 3 situation, facing his winner's side Life coming up.
I'm going to win.
Unfortunately, it doesn't look like Mewtwo will be free, and I think if I'm Tayman right now, I'm getting a coffee, I'm gonna hang out for a while, because this might go for a while. And if anyone knows how long this can go on, I feel like Tayman's always the one who's saying, if you don't get that first kill, might as well just reset on Mewtwo, and otherwise you're gonna be in for a long time.
It is tough to say though, because Cards has been piling on quite a bit. Mewtwo did have to jump to that second tier, and there was a third tier at one point too, so
So one thing that Cards of the Heart does that, to be completely honest, I don't even understand how he keeps track of all of this, is he actually will try to set up the double 4 combo strategy as many times as he can on Mewtwo. So he'll wait to do his attack and actually not send just a crazy amount of things as fast as possible, like most other people probably do, and he'll try to send things strategically to set up that double 4 combo opening later again in the match.
I'm going to win. I'm going to win. I'm going to win.
Yeah, that shock block garbage is coming in a little bit clutch right now. Unfortunately, Mewtwo did get the clear, but it's gotten rid of a lot of his panels, so...
I'm going to win.
Oh...
And that's a death on Mewtwo. So we are going back to Gary too, and that has got to be tough. Cards of the Heart,
Yeah.
36 minutes in. You don't see these very often.
I'm just gonna be spitting out more media quotes here. I'm just gonna be, that's rough, buddy. What is this, though? Oh, Cards came back with a vengeance. He's like, nope, nope, nope. Get out of my way.
Honestly,
There's
I
probably
swear,
a song that I would quote, but I'm sure people know what it is, because, you know, Cards just wants them to move. Get out the way. Get out the way.
yeah, honestly, I
That's
swear
a
every
beautiful
time
clear.
I reset or quit on Mewtwo, it always feels like Gary just throws me a bone and is super nice afterwards. And it looks like that's happened, and yeah, the yellows are not gonna clear the way Mewtwo clears those blocks, and
Oh, Card.
Mewtwo,
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Card's just like, he got kicked out, so he went up. He started blurring Luda and was get out of the way. Now he's done. You have angered the beast that is Cards. You do not want to anger him. This will be now a very interesting thing going forward. I feel Cards is now, like, energized. He's evolved.
I will take a quick check to see how our competitors are doing and if they want to break. But at the same time, unfortunately, I believe that this will be the end of me and Dark Aries commentating coming out of Game 2, and we should be joined by Six and BB Forky very shortly to follow up with commentary for the rest of this match.
Yep, I'm sure you guys are getting tired of my beautiful voice and really crappy pop culture references, but it's okay. We'll get through this hardship together.
So indeed, we are going to give our competitors and also the viewers, all of you sitting, enjoying these matches, we're going to give a little bit of a break to our competitors, and also we'll probably try to switch over and get the other commentators ready and set up for this Game 3 scenario. So we will be back shortly. Do not touch that dial, but yeah, we'll see you soon.
Ciao.
All right, here we are. Yay! So,
Okay.
Yeah. Whew. Boy, this has been not exactly the result I was hoping for so far. But we still have a game 3 left to be played.
I thought Tayman was the slight favorite in this, but I didn't think it would take... I still don't think it's going to take 3 games. I think Cards of the Heart is going to do this nice, salty run back, and take us to at least a game 4.
Yeah.
In this clash of the Puzzle Titans. We've been waiting
Yeah, that's
for
kinda-
our entire lives.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of hoping for going into this match was, going to at least 4 games and even 5. But here we are.
That's a good opener from Cards. TaymanND's Gary was a lot higher.
Oh, Gary got the chain off in that little garbage on Cards, and yeah, that is going to be
He
a clear.
might be locked out on TaymanND's side. There he goes.
Oh, there we go, and finally, TaymanND getting through Gary 1 pretty nicely.
Card should reset.
Yeah, see, this is the tough thing about Gary 1. See, he's fast enough that he can control for a while, but slow enough that he can just run out of time. It's pretty tough to call whether you want to reset or not.
It's about that tough call in like the back half of the very hard stages, where like they sometimes die to slowness, but they can also just do this for a long time. So I don't blame TaymanND strats, and just if you're very confident in setting up the quick kill every time, just try to set it up again.
Yeah. Brock on Tay's side, however, leveled out the stack. You don't want to see that. That's going to be reset. Oh. Gary 1 doesn't have the immediate answer for this garbage still. Still working it. Oh,
He's gonna get to the purples. He got to the purples.
Oh my goodness. I mean, Gary 1 just wasted so much time. I'm surprised he did not run out of stop time.
He has so many blocks, but like he could just time out on something, but he has clears lined up, and finally goes for taking it from the top.
Yeah. TaymanND already on his 3rd try on Brock. So, unfortunately, both players getting off to a pretty slow start once again.
These early stages, yeah, are weird because, as the other guys talked about already, the back half of these. Thank you, Gary. Get out of the way, and Brock.
There we go. Brock goes down on Tay's side, running out of time there.
The final opponents,
pillars.
The last guys are so fast that they like clear their entire field right in time for your giant block to fall on them, and they have no moves. These guys, they'll have a lot of blocks because they either just don't clear a lot or just start chaining and then give up halfway through.
Yeah, it's very rare for the slower AI to do a big chain. Though this looks pretty good on Cards' side, and that is going to do it.
TaymanND dropped it at times 11, but Misty's going to find that small block. Is she going to find the big block? She has the yellows. She found the yellows.
Yeah, got the yellows.
Okay, I wouldn't reset here because she doesn't have another clear in the big block lined up just yet. She might do a dumb.
Yeah, got
She
the
didn't do a dumb.
Yeah, you're always hoping for the AI to be stupid, but, sometimes they're just not that stupid after all. Misty just didn't give a good opportunity on Cards' side.
She doesn't have a lot of stop time left on Cards' side.
Yeah.
There. Died to stop time.
Ran out of time.
This looks like a good drop for TaymanND if it goes right now.
Yeah,
she might align the blues.
Oh.
Doesn't have any vertical
Not
clear.
gonna see
We're
the
good there.
blues. And we are still neck and neck early on. Seems like both players kind of starting to find their grooves. They kind of struggled the first couple games, but looks like they're starting to get the feels.
I don't know if Cards ended that intentionally or not. Surge still has like 5 rows of blocks, so this is very dangerous.
Yeah,
He's
try
got
to go
it.
for the combo kill there.
He doesn't
Had the
got
one
it.
combo
What?
me cleared. Surge is not clearing
Does
the
he got it
garbage,
now?
though. Oh, he
Whoa!
just ran out of time. I was super lucky.
That
Wow.
that was very fortunate. Sort of the same story from TaymanND's side as well, so we are still panel to panel.
Yeah,
Everyone needs their own terminology
we're
for that.
still pawn to pawn so far. Pretty nice and tight. That's what you love to see.
A 5-chain from cards with hopefully a quick follow-up.
Yeah. Erica's clearing a lot of blocks. Got the
Ah. Oh, I think TaymanND got one more lined.
Oh,
Erica
yeah,
Razor Stack
that's
one more
one more
time on
line,
her
yeah.
side to find the clear there.
Yeah, just couldn't find a follow-up to top Erica off. That's going to be reset. Oh, Erica...
Is Erica gonna get there in
Reds?
time? She does. Now the greens.
Oh, okay,
Eh.
well, eventually found the clear. Not how we thought it was going to be, but... For both players, level pegging so far. Oh, we got the horizontal 6 on Erica from TaymanND's side. That's going to be an auto win, hopefully.
Unfortunately, she Razor Stacked a few times,
Oh,
and
no.
TaymanND can't. TaymanND just doesn't have the blocks to extend this for the amount of time it would take for her to clear the rest of them.
That was so unfortunate on Cards' side. Had a great setup. Just found the horizontal clear. And then the rest.
Try number 3, 4 from both of them.
Yeah. I know for TaymanND that he struggles with Erica quite a lot. And is definitely showing right here. Cards getting the double pillars on Erica's side. Could be good, and that is going to be good.
Alright.
The cards will be the first one over the wall. Head on to Koga. Erica's chaining a lot. Oh no!
The left
Oh,
side.
it's gonna fall all the way to the
the
bottom.
left side's completely down. If
Oh,
they don't get
no.
confused, if the block falls all the way to the bottom.
No, TaymanND, I would not reset there. That could have still worked.
Like that was the setup. But you needed to leave one block. Mm.
Oh, nice. Koga lowering that right side.
Good timing there.
So, cards onto that patent-patented 2-stage lead, or as I like to call it, what ahead by one U2.
Using every single block in his field to try and make a good enough chain. Unfortunately, that gave Sabrina time to Razor Stack. She's taking her time finding a clear, though.
Oh, I thought she was going to run out of stop time.
She still might. Never mind.
Gonna happen. Yeah. The card's going to reset there. Just far too many blocks on Sabrina's side.
Meanwhile, okay.
Ooh,
on
Erica
TaymanND's side,
the higher one.
she should have that clear.
Oh, boy.
TaymanND's Erica just keeps having a nice reserve of blocks, as if she's PvP or something.
Yeah, you know, she really wants Tay to give up. I mean, like, how rude of her to be like that. Sabrina got a little confused. Runs out of time. 25 seconds. Building up that lead.
Did TaymanND send enough?
Oh no.
It wouldn't matter anyway, and I know we can't hear his mic, but I can hear his salt emanating.
Yeah, this game definitely gets many a people salty. I don't even know how many tries. Oh, this is looking good for cards. This should be. Oh
That looks
yes,
solid
that is
again.
perfect. And a little over 10 minutes halfway through, Cards is pacing very nicely here for. Well, so far he's on pace for about 21 minutes, but that could all change in the second half. But right now he is looking very good right now.
For sure. Okay, this Erica's gonna be kind. I can feel it.
Oh, this looks
6
really good for
frames.
Cards. No, it's gonna fall away to the bottom again.
But
Oh,
I don't see Tracy having clear there,
Tracy has no moves.
so it's fine.
Yeah, Tracy
And
had
Tayman
two
finally out of
every
Erica.
color. And there we go. Tay over the wall. Finally. Down by 4 stages, though. He really is going to need to step on the gas pedal. He wants to catch up. But yeah, that was very fortunate on Cards' ends for Tracy to have 2 of every color.
Yeah, I guess the confusion kill doesn't work in that scenario because the AI only really searches for matches below the lowest garbage block, but if it's on the very bottom, you can't go below the bottom.
Yeah, that is true. And actually, a fun fact about that scenario, if you were to actually play the GameCube version of Pound the Pond, that AI actually does not know what to do in that situation.
Leveled.
Get your no-level emotes out, boys and girls. Koga's not giving Tayman much of a window here. He's going to extend this chain. Hopefully
cleared
looking
a
for
few blocks.
another opportunity.
And then raise it up. That's about as far as you can go.
Yeah, Koga just never really gave Tay a good opportunity, so he's going to try again.
Mm-hmm. Nothing with that rocket. We'll see if they can stall Cards long enough to make this more interesting.
Yeah. Cards gonna want to try to pull away here. Tay's gonna want to try to catch up, and oh no! E-Man hitting that L and R button one too many times, and gonna take a death. To Koga
Yeah, I
here.
know that racing your stack into death, but it's just kind of a forced reset. Maybe wanted to reset anyway. That's a lot of panels on Rocket's side.
Yeah, this is definitely gonna be a reset.
This might be okay for Tayman.
Yeah.
Koga, don't be toxic.
Okay.
There we go.
Koga did not level the 4s out, so that is good. Closing the gap ever so slightly.
Rocket had time to raise their stack again.
Yeah, that was a very late attack timing for Cards there.
Ooh, I think that was just a missed swap from Tayman. That's pretty rare. I've seen more errors in execution from Cards in the first couple matches. Here it seems to be about evenish.
Tayman done enough. No.
That was like 2 lines short.
Card's gonna slap an 8 combo on there. Ooh, beautiful lag chain right there. That was nice. And it just doesn't matter because Team Rocket, being the OP team that they are, just I see your lag chain. And I'm just gonna clear everything.
Tayman really wants to escape.
Yeah, but is Sabrina gonna allow him
She's
to?
still leaving a lot of blocks.
Oh, got the chain off that little garbage.
She's ready to just drop and match those yellows.
Yeah.
And reset number, who even knows on Sabrina.
Reset number, lost counts. This is looking good for cards. Oh. No! Leveled out the stack! Bad game. Oh, and just to rub it in, go second tier. Come on. Oh, and he goes second tier again. Dude. Come on.
Did Tayman finally escape? No, the horizontal clear on the little
yes.
block. But she's out of stop
but she ran
time.
out of time.
Okay.
Tayman finally escaping. Bringing the deficit down to the patent pendant 2-stage lead.
We're gonna have some Ash catch-up from PogChamp Town here.
Cards really slapping on the combos there. And all that extra volume. Ooh, this...
Blaine is pretty...
Oh my god, Team
Blaine's pretty low on both sides, but that means he might level it. He might find the purple clear. He wasted that.
This could be good for Tayman. Oh,
okay,
nice.
Tayman's halfway through. While Card's still been stalled out on Rocket.
Yeah. Blaine was actually going to go the wrong way with the yellow, so Tayman would have won either way.
This is dangerous. Yeah, I restart as soon as they cleared that.
Yeah. Alright, so let's see. Can Tayman draw even with cards?
Ooh, nice
got the
swap
swag
to
chain
continue that
off.
chain.
Oh, kept it going nicely.
Keeping it up to a 11 chain, hoping Tracy would clear more. He didn't. Is he gonna be dumb?
Tracy just... Oh, hold up.
Reds. No!
Oh, he didn't get there. Oh my god. Hey, got away with one there. Oh my goodness.
I'm pretty sure, like, Team Rocket with that slightly higher speed wouldn't have let him get away with that. But Tracy did.
Like, couple frames faster, and that could have been a reset on Tay's part.
Starting a chain from all the way up.
Yeah, really getting a lot of blocks.
Weaved an 8 combo in there, so he doesn't have to do as high a chain. It all depends on how many blocks Rocket clears down now.
This looks good for Tay, and yeah,
they don't have anything.
That's gonna be
and
it.
All of a sudden, stage 10 versus stage 5? Nope, stage 10 versus stage 11.
Yep. That 4 or 5 stage deficit Tay had, all of a sudden, gone.
Cards Rocket's still not blasting off.
Boy, they really want that Pikachu. They are just... They will do anything to get it.
I think Tayman needs to send more.
Yeah, Tay didn't send enough. Oh, doesn't have a me yet.
Somehow
Can't
Geo
have
isn't
garbage.
clearing up yet.
Whoa, what is Geo doing?
Really?
Oh my.
Wow.
Tayman getting a hardcore freebie right there.
Wow, Enraged Mode Tayman just plowing through like the next 6 or 7 stages after being stalled up in the early game. Can he be stopped?
Yeah, I have a feeling Erica really got Tay's feathers going, and he was just not going to take it anymore.
He's got to keep extending this chain because Richie's been slow.
Yeah, it didn't
He
look
got a stack
like-
raise in right at the last second. Now finding
Yeah.
the frame he found to clear.
That's
Tayman
gonna be a
reset. Now
level.
that's efficient.
Yeah. Yeah, Tay had 3-4 combo blocks. Sort of fell down there. Not quite as effective of separating from the rest of the garbage as only 2.
I'm still a little bit confused as to which, when you do combos within chains, which ones fall before the big block, which ones fall after the big block. Like, apparently it's not as straightforward as I think.
Yeah, I mean, I think generally it's the 4 combos that fall first, then the 5s, then the 6s, then the 7s. But yeah, sometimes it just doesn't work out like that, and Tay, I think, is going to get hardcore bailed out again. He did.
I'm very surprised Richie timed out there, but I think he wouldn't have had moves anyway.
Oh, and oh right, there we go. Team
Finally,
Rocket
Rocket blasts off.
blasting off again. But
I
now
think that
it's
was
Cards.
more than 10 minutes of Rocket.
Yeah, Cards is now the one who is going to need to step on the gas pedal and fast because we are heading into the late game stages.
Lorelei is chaining a
Ooh,
lot. This looks pretty good. I think Tayman sent enough for sure. She might find
Yeah, looking
greens.
nice. Oh, got the greens. Oh, that's a 6 combo. And
She's out.
of moves.
Okay, how's this Geo looking on Cards' side?
Had all combo blocks.
Is he gonna find yellows? Oh, he found
Well, he
purples.
Found the purples. Found the little chain off of garbage.
Is he gonna get to that in
Into the
time?
blues in time.
Ah!
Oh, he did.
They were all the way on the opposite side. 10 swaps, but he was fast enough.
Yeah, on a previous stage, that would have had a chance to kill, but this AI is just way too fast. Alright.
Bruno
Bruno's
smartly
controls his inner
waited.
nature. Looks like Bruno is controlling his inner nature quite nicely.
He's gonna match the purples, yeah.
Oh, this looks good for Cards.
Is he gonna
Don't
do
see
column
the greens on the
4
side.
clear?
Oh, I found it. Oh,
There's
but
no more
down
moves
set
left
the
there.
red's wrong. All right.
Okay, so
Cards heading into the Elite Four.
there's definitely still opportunities here.
Oh, I think Tay dropped his chain a little bit earlier there. That's going to be a leveling. Intermediate reset. So Cards. Cards getting the opportunity to sort of get back here. Oh, got some nice lag chains off.
Weaving in multiple ones there. I'm pretty sure that denied Richie the chance to race his stack. That was so gamer.
Oh, Richie went the wow. Richie
That was
went
a
the
play.
wrong way for the purples. Oh, TaymanND getting one more line. Yo, the flag is here. Long time no see, buddy. How you doing? Ooh, Card's got a 7 combo. Oh.
Oh,
Lorelei
Tayman
wasted a lot of time.
only sent like a 4 high block. How?
Wow.
There were no vertical matches among those bottom 3 rows. If Bruno raised a stack once, if any of them created a vertical match, that was another reset, but phew, good RNG
Yeah,
sometimes.
once again, Tayman. Yeah, Tayman is getting some freebies here.
And now we're
He's getting
Garying.
them at the right time. Alright. Okay, Tayman's going to extend this out, look for another opportunity. Gary just didn't give him anything.
He is high on blocks. It depends on how much he chains in this last chain attack.
Didn't change
Why-
very much.
He did it very smartly.
Cleared both 4 combos. No immediate answer for the big
Purples.
garbage, though.
Purples.
Yeah, found it. Yeah, Tayman's going to reset because he realized that is going to take a long time.
That's
This
a hell
looks
of a
really
drop
good
on
for
Cards' side.
Yeah, that is perfect.
Now just one stage behind.
And Cards at this point is really going to need these last few quick kills if he wants to avoid the loser's bracket.
This is a segmented chain from Tayman, but it might work anyway. No, the red's right there.
Alright. Well, Bruno not giving much on Cards' side. Yeah, Bruno just didn't do much.
He stopped
Love all the stack.
He stopped chaining smartly.
Why does AI have to be so smart sometimes? Why can't they just be dumb all the time?
Gary's going low.
It's looking good.
The green
Immediately finds the greens.
The one match he needed on the left side and the one on the right. Oh no. Like, I saw earlier today in Tayman's practice, Gary just trolled him for like 10 minutes straight, and it was horrible. And is it happening again? This is the catch-up time Cards needs.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, Cards is given this opportunity. He really needs to take advantage of it now. Probably Gary too on Tayman's side didn't chain more. He's gonna chain some more now.
He's stopping here, and he has plenty of moves.
Yeah, it's got the green. Boy, I thought Gary 2 was gonna mess it up.
The way he did that too, that Gary flex, that's And now both players are a Gary and a Mewtwo.
Yep,
Pokeball
we
number
are
3.
back. We are back to even. Oh, this looks good for Tay.
Now Gary's low finally, but he's leaving the stars on the left side.
Oh, left the yellows. Oh, the yellows again? Yeah, no.
Okay, we're through.
All right,
Mewtwo's next.
Tayman has the opportunity to sweep this match 3-0.
We are one Mewtwo quick kill away from having a grand finalist. Can it happen? Will Mewtwo be kind here?
Yes, will Mewtwo be free? Will Mewtwo be expensive? Oh, no leveling on Cards.
That was just a 5 chain. I don't know if that's going to be high enough, but that's a big pillar on the right side.
Oh,
the follow-up.
Off, and that is going to
The
be
victory.
It. Tayman taking it 3-0 over Cards.
Well, I expected it to take more than 3 games, but my prediction did come true, and now I can at least say that I was gracefully eliminated from this tournament by the grand finalist of the tournament, and hopefully, potentially, the overall winner. Depending on the final opponent.
Yeah, wow. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I did not predict at all between these two that a 3-0 was gonna occur, but it happens.
I mean, the skill difference is not that much. It just sort of swung Tayman's way by some gifts and some more like drop chains and more stubborn Reset strategies by Cards.
Yeah. On top of that, yeah, as Tayman says in chat, yeah, Cards got some really bad luck in some spots, and yeah, that's just the brutal nature of this game. You know, doesn't matter how good you are, doesn't matter if you're the world record holder. This game just does not play favorites with anyone. It is gonna do what it's gonna do, and we players just have to roll with the punches as best we can.
The variance of this mode is ridiculous. Bye, Gary. My best run is finished super hard in 21 minutes and change, but other times if I don't reset, it will take me more than an hour.
Yeah.
Resetting
All right.
definitely lowers that variance for sure, but then you have to actually get your execution right, which I don't by far. And even, we saw little errors from two of the best players, I think.
Yeah.
This game demands a lot of you.
Yeah, it's very hard. Like when you get into long tournament matches like this, it's hard to, keep up peak execution all the time. No one's gonna execute absolutely perfect every time.
Heck, even if you do it perfectly, sometimes the AI is just going to leave a lot of blocks. Or raise the stack into just the clear they need.
Yeah. Cards. Yeah, cards. I would imagine probably overall pretty disappointed with his performance in this match. Mewtwo is gonna. Well, Mewtwo should go down.
Bye.
There he is.
All right. All these times are pretty good. Probably not the times Cards of the Heart was hoping for, but still solid runs. All 6 of them.
Yeah, I would say Tayman, as much as he had some rough points during his matches, I would say overall he did. I would say for him average. Spectacular, but not too bad at the same time. Cards, on the other hand, probably wishes that he did a lot better.
Alright, so I wonder if the runners want to come in here or not. Depending on things.
And there we go. We are making it official. TaymanND wins the match. 3-2-0.
Congratulations to him, and now he gets to sit back and see who's going to challenge him from the losers finals, which we will surely talk about in time enough.
Yeah,
Yes.
holy moly, congrats Tayman on such an impressive showing there.
Oh, I think we have our runners.
I think it's going to be just me. Cards is understandably not in a good mood.
Yeah, I can definitely understand that. He definitely wishes he would have done a lot better.
Yeah, I was doing lots of screen peeking, as I tend to do. I just like to know where things stand. And he was getting walled so hard, and I feel bad that he had to go through that, to be honest.
Yeah, so many brick walls. It's just I know that frustration. We all know that frustration, and for it to happen live is just erg.
I mean, that's just the nature of the beast, Like, that's hard. It compounds itself too, where you get walled, and then you get mad that you're getting walled, and then you start playing sloppily. And but this definitely does not take away from what a spectacular player Cards is in general. He just happened to get bad luck at the bad time. You never know when, like, you're gonna get some of your work, some bad runs. So, GG's to Cards. Definitely a good showdown.
Yes, it was very good indeed. And thankfully for Cards, he is not out of the tournament just yet. He is, however, going down to the losers bracket, and he will find out what the Fox will say after all.
There's a very good chance we might have Cards versus Tayman 2 in the grand finals.
Electric Boogaloo.
Yes, okay, so here we are. Have the brackets up there. So yes, as mentioned, Cards going down to lose bracket will face off against Foxy Man. Tayman, on the other hand, moving on to grand finals. And because he is going into grand finals through the winner's bracket, he will start with a 1-0 advantage.
Get hyped for that. Man, I cannot believe I've come this far since I first joined the community. I'm really happy to have gotten to know you guys and putting so much time into this game.
For sure. So I made my prediction, but who do you think you're going to be facing in the final match for all the Puzzle Glory?
And realize that I am listening.
When has that ever bothered me?
Oh, Tayman still feasting off the confidence. I like it. I like it.
How about this, Tayman? Who would you prefer to face in grand finals?
Who would I prefer to face? So it's like, I want to... So basically, like, if this were an RPG, whoever I would pick would get, like, a +3 determination, because I'm basically calling them out as the person I would have an easier time with. God, it's so hard. I'd rather face you, Foxy.
Aw, that means so much to me.
I feel like there's still a little inconsistency. That's a double-edged sword, though. Like, I don't know if, like, you're going to be showing up with, like, the 35-minute runs or the 20-minute runs. So, like, how could I pick? Why don't we just have, like, a three-way grand finals, actually? Let's just do an S-hard ×5 and then just do average time and then donate the money to charity.
Honestly,
wait,
if
there's
I were
money?
you, I just couldn't pick Cards of the Heart because after he's won the last 2 tournaments, I would be scared no matter what the state of his play is. Like, he just finds a way, and I don't know. I'm surprised he lost.
Cards has
3-0
actually
here.
won the last 3 Puzzle General Speedrun tournaments.
Cards is the Yankees of the Puzzle General community.
We'll all pretend like we understand that reference.
Even everyone knows who the Yankees are. Even when they're not doing well, you know they're going to come surging back and win everything. So I would not count him out. But it's going to be a spectacular run to the finish, no matter how things shake out.
Yeah, for sure. And I hope that Cards and I can put up a good match next week, but I'm just worried no matter what moving forward. But I'm excited at the same time. It'll be fun.
Yeah, I'm really excited for you too, Foxy, because this is your first tournament and you've gone all the way. Like you've known us for a few months and you're already going to face one of the legends of the community. I mean, like, I didn't get that honor in my first tournament, so I wish you both the best of luck and really looking forward to seeing that match.
Yeah, it should be another great battle of the Titans once again in losers finals. You'll definitely keep you guys updated as to when that match is going to take place.
Anyways, Six, any parting words on your end?
I am hyped for all remaining matches, and I hope everyone else that is watching is too.
Yeah, I do wish it could have been a little closer for the fans, but for my own sake, I'm happy that it went 3-0. And also, I need to get up like at 5 a.m. tomorrow, so I'm glad that it didn't go on to 5 games. But I hope you guys all enjoyed the match.
I would have liked to see more panel action, but also I can eat now, so hooray!
Shout outs to food.
TaymanND giving us all a blessing in disguise, finally getting to go to sleep early for once.
Yeah, I actually might be able to go to sleep at a decent hour for once. Whoopee!
It's our fault. We're like, man, why do we get no sleep? And then we schedule the matches for like 8 or 9 p.m.
Yeah, especially when I have to get up and go to work the next day.
Well, I don't have anything else to add. Just excited for the losers finals. That's going to be really exciting. I'll probably want to get as many people on the mic for that as we can too. So anyone wants to commentate that match when we get it scheduled, just drop a line in a staff discussion, or if you don't have commentator roles, just let us know in general.
Yeah, unfortunately, I will not be able to stream that one, so hopefully there won't be as many technical issues going on. But yeah, I'm glad I got to help out while the two main streamers throughout the tournament, CardsOfTheHeart and TaymanND, were playing against each other. But yeah, definitely a fun match to watch, despite TaymanND just coming through with the consistency that we've been predicting all along.
Yes, indeed. So yes, we will keep you posted as to when Losers Finals is going to go down. And follow us on Twitter. We'll keep you all the updates. Follow us on Twitch, which is where we're going to stream the match live. And I guess that's it. Anyone got some final words? Close out?
No, I'm good. You want to sign us off, Foxy?
Sure, yeah. Everyone, thanks for watching. Signing off is FoxyMan, TaymanND, FFR, and Six. And everyone, thanks for tuning in, and we will see you soon.